Like anyone can lose weight. Anyone can lose fat. Putting on muscle and gaining little fat is the hard part. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Bulking. Let's talk about bulking. So do you need to get fat? You see these shirts people wear, I'm not fat, I'm just bulking. Now, I understand that people think they need to be hypercaloric to gain weight, to gain muscle, and they are absolutely 100% correct. However, the amount of excess calories you need are much lower. Now, you guys are old enough to remember Lee Priest back in the 90s. Dude used to get obese. Even Dorian Yates in the off-season would just get monstrous. Ronnie Coleman, while he still had some semblance of abs, got enormous. Now you're seeing guys in the off-season stay pretty lean. And I think a lot of that is because we've understood and we've learned that not only is carrying all that excess fat weight on top of the muscle weight bad for your health, but it's also not going to do much for muscle gain. Now, looking at all the data we have, we know that muscle gain is caused by having progressive overload, by having mechanical tension. Those are things you need to stimulate the growth of muscle fibers. Now, if you're hypocaloric, if you're not eating enough protein, if you're not eating enough food in general, you're not going to be able to add that muscle tissue. However, if you are slightly hypercaloric, meaning eating in a at maintenance or slightly higher than state of caloric intake, you will gain lean mass. It will not hinder you. And you will probably gain the same amount of lean mass as the guy going on the Dreamer's bulk. However, your ability to keep the muscle while dieting, since you have so much less weight to lose, will be much better. So what do I recommend? Now, if you've noticed, I don't get very big in the off season. I competed around 209, 210 if I'm lucky, maybe 207. Right now I'm about 220 pounds. I like to stay within 10 to 15, maybe 20 pounds of contest weight. Now, let's say I do gain that weight. Will I just go back to my normal weight? Well, no. If I gained a half pound at my age, I'd give my left testicle for a half a pound. If I gained a half pound of muscle, a pound of muscle, 2 pounds of muscle, when I lose that 10 pounds, it'll still be there. It'll still be there. If I gain 2 pounds and if I gain 2 pounds of muscle and only gain like 10 pounds total, that means I'll have to lose like 8 pounds to get there. Much less of a chance for me to lose muscle in that hypocaloric state as I'm losing weight. However, if I gain 50 pounds and gain that same 2 pounds of muscle, I'm going to lose much more of that muscle. I might only be left with 0.5 to 1 pound of muscle. So the goal is keep it clean, keep it lean, but you got to eat in a hypercaloric state. So how much is that? Well, here's the thing about maintenance calories. They're dynamic. My maintenance yesterday, I literally sat in a car and drove for 7 to 8 hours of the day because my son had a wrestling recruiting trip up in northern Indiana. So we got a workout in the morning, walked around campus. From 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., I'm in a car. That was my day. So I didn't burn many calories. So my maintenance that day was much lower. So if I had it set I'm going to eat 2,000 calories a day versus today, I got up in the morning, I did a little pre-workout cardio, just get my legs moving before leg day. I trained legs really hard. I walked after a couple of my meals for 10 minutes. I'm coaching later today. I'm burning way more calories. So maintenance is fluid. It is not static. It is dynamic. So how do you do it? Well, you obviously want to keep your calories around the same, right? I'm not saying alter your caloric intake every day, but your diet's going to basically vary and be adjusted based on your progress. So what I recommend you do is, if you're not going to hire me as a coach at marclobliner.com, which you can, but I'm going to give you a cheat code right here. You can use it for free. Or if you want me to guide you along the way, hey, I'm really good at what I do. I want you to gain about 1 to 2 pounds a month. So my rule is 1 to 2 pounds a week for dieting, 1 to 2 pounds a month for gaining. You want to gain slow. But think about it, that's not enough weight. bro, that's 24 pounds a year. It's a lot of weight. And if you gain, let's say you're a beginner, and 50% of that is muscle, you just gain 12 pounds of muscle. That's like going from 190 to 202, pure muscle. Crazy. Again, it's a marathon, not a sprint, this whole bodybuilding game. So that's about 0.5 pounds a week. So if you weigh yourself, I like to weigh myself daily and take an average. Here's what I like to do for weighing. So if you can mentally handle weighing yourself and not freaking if the number's off because of water weight, whatever, I like to weigh myself most of the days, and you take the weight and you take the average, and that's what you weigh, right? So like generally speaking, let's say I weigh, an average of 191 all week. The next week I weigh myself, I weigh an average of 191 all week. At the end of the week, I'm still 191. You drop your calories a little bit. Or I'm sorry, you're gaining now. You raise your calories. How much do you raise them? I like to go around, it depends on the person, right? Again, we're doing it slow. I'll raise anywhere between 20 and 40 grams of carbs, right? So that's anywhere between around 80 to 150 calories. Again, we're gaining slow. So, and that's a good amount of calories. If you're eating 2,000 calories a day, that's a good amount of calories, 5%, right? So you give that little bump. You go a week. If you stay the same, do the same thing. Maybe raise it by 50 grams of carbs, right? Go another week, stay the same, and so on and so forth. Now, if you gained a pound, don't change anything. Do not change anything. If you lost a pound, obviously you do what you did when you stayed the same. You raise it. Do you understand what I'm getting at? It's a slow gain. A slow, methodical gain. And you should treat bulking as serious as you do cutting, because this is when the muscles put on. Losing fat, pretty easy, right? Like anyone can lose weight. Anyone can lose fat. Putting on muscle and gaining little fat is the hard part. So I've written tons of books on this topic. Go to tigerfitness.com, go to the search bar, type in Marc Lobliner. All my books are there. I've written a ton of books, and most of them are free. I think 2 of them are charged. You have to pay for them. That's because I wrote them with other people, and those people, they don't work for free. They like to get paid. So those books cost money, but the ones I wrote on my own are absolutely free. So there's a ton of options there. Hire me as a coach, marclobliner.com, or you can wing it on your own, right? And I'm going to give you a little cheat code for that too. Set your protein at a gram per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, set it at 200 grams. Set your fat at 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. If you're 200 pounds, that's 100 grams of fat. Then you fill in the rest of carbohydrate. So let's say you have another 400 calories, right? 100 grams of carbs. There you go. Again, and how can you find out your maintenance? I don't really like many charts and stuff. But again, if you go to tigerfitness.com, we have plenty of calculators. You type in calculator in the search bar, and you can search up all these cool calculators from TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. You could type in your maintenance calories, all that good stuff. We have all those things on the site at tigerfitness.com. Go in the search bar, type in calculators. Something's going to pop up that'll help you. But hopefully this helps you reach your goals, guys. But you don't have to get fat. You just have to gain slow, and you have to gain smart. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to go to tigerfitness.com, save 10% off the entire site. Coupon code MAHA, that's M-A-H-A, MAHA. Make America healthy again. 10% off everything. Please support us. We really need your help, guys. We're doing our best. The economy's still climbing back. We've had a rough 3 years, but we're doing our best to stay here and keep giving you the deals that we want to give you, that you need, that you want, with the best products, as long as Immortal, MTS Nutrition, Pure Creatine, Outright Bars, MTS Whey. We got it all, man. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, and of course, becoming a fat bastard because you're trying to make gains. That's not a game. Fish oil is one of the staple supplements that you should take. Now, for me, I like to have a 2-to-1 EPA to DHA ratio. Now, DHA is awesome. A lot of cognitive benefits come from DHA, but if you get anti-inflammation and things that we go through as people who want to train, who want to be active, want to feel great, you want slightly more EPA. That's why I created MTS Nutrition Fish Oil. Now, this is a 2-to-1 EPA to DHA ratio. It is fantastic, and it has citrus, so it's not going to give you the fishy burps. And the way we make it, it's not going to be rancid. That's one thing you got to fear. a lot of these fish oils, they can go rancid and actually be more bad than they are good. But we actually don't have that problem with MTS Nutrition fish oil. The dosing I recommend will be above label. Label, we just take one soft gel or as directed by a fitness professional or a medical professional. But for me, I like to take 3 grams of total EPA and DHA a day combined. So with that said, I take 5 MTS Nutrition fish oil a day. Now, I love my brand. I recommend it. It's a tremendous value. Available right now at tigerfitness.com. If you want a great fish oil, if you want to support a company who loves you, support a company who doesn't hate you, support a company with the best customer service and people, American family-owned company, MTS Nutrition, tigerfitness.com. Get your fish oil today.